The recording has started. I'll have to check if the sound is also on. So sometimes the sound doesn't come in. The video would be there. Okay, so here if we see, let me just enlarge that and show you. Okay, that is a transparent globe, slice of a globe. Okay, and that is the diaphragm, the iris. That is the pupil. Okay, that space is the pupil. The eyelid, upper eyelid comes up to, okay, the upper eyelid comes up to that, we'll say. Comes up to that. So if there is a shadow falling, in this area it falls here because it's a globe. This has gone down. So the shadow will be deeper if it is coming from here. This will fall here for the rest of the area. It will come deeper, so it will be slightly lower. Got it? Okay, even if you haven't got it exactly, believe me, it will fall like that. It comes down. When we go into now you can go, when you're free, you can go to Pinterest or someplace like that and see a photograph of an eye with an angular lighting, and on the iris the shadow will be slightly lower. Okay. The iris is a diaphragm, as we say. General camera diaphragms will have plates like that which come closer, but here it's a tissue, it's a skin, which is folded like a crepe paper, which is radially placed from the center. It is radially placed. Okay, so light is coming from here. There is liquid inside. Then it's a convex lens. This light will be focused on this area. Okay, so here it will be dark. There are radial lines. And concentric circles. This side will be darker than this side. Darker, not white. The highlight would be the lightest. That we'll have to remember. So when I go for a detail, my fingers move. Okay, when I'm covering a large area, my hand moves from the shoulder and elbow. So we'll have to remember that. We have to remember that many teachers make the students draw long straight lines without moving their fingers, all those things, which is terribly boring. So I don't do it. I have other exercises which give you the practice. Now we know this is a globe, right? This is a big globe, spherical thing. Okay. So this side will be down, light is coming from there, so there will be shadow here. This also going down, so there will be a little bit of shadow here. This shadow will fall slightly out here, okay? So this side will also have a little bit of shadow, not much, but little bit. When we show shadow, we generally use a diagonal, 45-degree diagonal line. We don't rub with our fingers or stump. When we want very detailed shadowing, then we take a HB pencil or a 2B pencil and slowly increase the smoothness of the shadow. Otherwise, we let the lines show. Okay, here what I'm going to do is the tear gland is slightly in, but it's also very shiny. Okay, and here the tissue is pigmented, it has color. You know, that blood vessel and this like things like that, it is colored. Diagonal is our shadow, anything else shows the shape of the object. So I'm using curved lines to show that that's a sphere. Okay, so the nose is going to be here. The eyebrow is going to start from here and it goes like that. Sometimes it turns like that and comes. But when we stylize it, we take it up and bring it down. Okay? Generally, it will be sort of curved like that and come down. We have that in the recording. I can take a photograph at this stage and post it so that that will be hidden when I draw the eyebrow. So when we take a photograph, of course you would know this, but still, as a lesson, we should say these things for recorder. The lens has to be 90 degrees to the paper. You know, see now if you can see, let me just take the photograph and show you. If the lens is 90 degrees to the paper, if the lens is 90 degrees to the paper, that edge is parallel to the outer of the camera area. Okay, this is parallel. But if you are going to take it at an angle, now say if you are going to take it like that, if you go, like take it like that, see the angle is completely changed. The angle is completely changed, it's squashed compared to that. So we always keep it 90 degrees to the notebook, just as a reminder, because we'll be taking a lot of photographs of our works and posting so that we can understand what we are doing. Okay, so the eyebrow goes like that and comes down. It is thick here, it becomes thin, and then it vanishes. Okay, let me go to the eyebrow. The eyebrow, there are people who turn the eyebrow in, but generally when it's natural, the eyebrows become scarce out there and it is thick here. Okay, and it starts slanting as it goes out. We'll call this out. This is in, this is out. I'm just giving strokes from one side, from here out. With practice, even when I come back, I don't draw. It becomes less out here and disappears. It becomes less out here and disappears. Now the lines that I have drawn there are lines that I throw. What do I mean by that? I am drawing a line. Okay, let me draw a line here. I am drawing a line here. From here to here I have drawn my pencil. So I got a line which I have drawn. The next line I do is I keep it here and I throw it. As I press, as I am coming out, I slowly lift my pencil. Both those actions happen at the same time. Longer throw, shorter throw. Okay, we do that when we want a definite line, when we want a, see, most of the eyebrow hair are going to be thick at the bottom and thin as they come out, right? Uh, okay, we can go into the science of that, but we won't do that now. Okay, so now this is curved, so this area is going to be in shadow. This part is folded in, so there will be a shadow there. So let us make that dark and let it disappear. Okay, so this area is going to be dark. And here it is going to come out. Okay, there will be lot of fat around the eyeball, so that the eyeball is protected when we are walking or jumping or running. There will be fat around the eye, which will sort of give a shock absorber effect to the eye. Eye is very delicate, so when you are young, there will be more fat, so this will be very obvious when you are young. It recedes as you become older. So I'm going to give that a form. So I'm just drawing. Those are not lines, those are shadows. Okay. Okay. Now this is coming down. I'm going to give a little bit of angular shading, and I'm going to draw lines to show that here too there will be a little bit of fat collection. When you're young, the skin is firm, so it will hold the weight. The eye is there, eye is hanging literally. It's not held by muscles and things like that. It is just supported. It's literally hanging. It's not stiffly connected as these muscles are to the bone. Okay. So with the age, the skin loses its elasticity, so there will be bags under the eye with the age. So when you want to show an older person, you increase the bag effect out here. When you are showing a younger person, this is firm. Still, there will be a slight protrusion here. Okay. When we go to the nose, we'll go into that. Huh? Okay, that is done. Now, as it is, it's nice. Huh? So now the eyelashes. Eyelashes go out this way, go out this way. If this is the center, they go out. And they go out and slowly turn towards us and then turn out. Here too it comes out like that. It slowly turns towards us and turns out. Okay. Now we have to throw. The eyelashes stop here. Okay. Now we have to throw the line, if you remember, and it's going to be curved. The upper will be, now slowly what I am doing, I am turning making it shorter here, it's coming out up, right? Okay, up. And it turns out like this. I'm being very careful not to smudge this, you know. My hand will take the carbon and put it in other places. The paper will become dirty. Uh, the oil will be slightly dark out there, but women make it darker, huh? With the eyeliner and kajal and things like that. This side will be less, not as many and even not as long. You got the eye? Okay. So now let me see if I have the charcoal here, or else I'll have to go and bring the charcoal. Or a white charcoal, charcoal gives you a black drawing. I don't see the charcoal here. Just a second. I don't see the charcoal, the powder charcoal. I see a wax charcoal pencil. So I'll use that and show you the drawing. Okay. Okay, now you have seen this. I don't have to explain much, right? I can go into the drawing straight away. Okay. So the same system. I'm going to make it slightly small. Now, like I've come way out of half of the area. That's the inside. You want me to draw then it will be opposite, you know, like, okay, let me draw the right eye. Okay, the nose is going to be here, the eye is going to be here. So let me just draw that much, slightly smaller, so that it will fit in. That's the only reason. Huh? So the nose comes here, the eyebrow goes like that and turns and comes down. Okay. It's difficult to erase charcoal. There are special erasers for charcoal known as kneaded eraser and things like that, but they don't work that well. I'm going to bring it slightly lower. Okay, so the eye starts from here and goes up to that. That is the inside. So the inside line would be shorter, the outside line would be longer. The inside edge would be longer, the outside would be shorter. Difference, you know, like they're all different. So I'm going to start with the tear gland. Remember to curve this. Don't go sharp. Because we have drawn that sharp line, we go like that and come like that. No, it has to be smooth like that. Like that. Slightly out. Okay. It goes in. Okay. My paper is catching my pencil because this is a wax oriented pencil. This pencil is not available nowadays. Or it's available for a very high cost. one pencil is about 250 rupees or something like that. It used to be 20 rupees and 30 rupees, and when I bought it last, I stopped buying this because, okay, not necessary, sort of a thing. Okay. Now we will make the eye go out. Okay, and that we do slightly as a guideline for our upper eyelid, but it's not necessary that it will always be like this. It can come closer, it can go farther away. Huh? Depends. Now, here the eyebrow is going to go like that and end here. You can see my drawing, right? Okay. So let's get the light from here, shall we? From here. Or should we get it from here? Okay.
From the
Hmm?
this side I don't.
Yeah, this side, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So opposite to this. Okay. So we'll just mark it. We call it light source. We just don't call it light. Light source we call it. Huh? Light source. Huh? So the light source for this would be from here. Let me take it out without disturbing anything. Okay. Okay, so let me place that will be the center. Okay, that will be the center approximately. That will be the center. Let me place the highlight first and do the. Okay, so now I'm going to make the pupil very large so that either it looks frightened or it looks innocent depending upon what kind of features you're going to be using in other areas of the drawing. Okay. There are certain things that we can very easily forget. Like to get the shadow down, we can forget that. So we do the things that we may forget first. Near the highlight, the shadow will be strong. In the especially the eye, not always, but the eye. Near the highlight, the shadow will be strong, and it becomes lighter as it goes away. And here, the light will be concentrated. Because of the wax, the pencil sticks to the paper. Okay, let me do the eyebrow first before I come to anything else. Huh? One or two out like that. We are not doing the made up eyebrow. We are doing a natural eyebrow. So it will be slightly unruly, right? Uh, it goes up like that and slowly starts turning. Okay. And I'm throwing the lines controlled because this is a very dark stylus, like it's dark pencil, like charcoal and wax. So it is black. So if I make a mistake, it will be very difficult to erase. So I try to be as precise as possible and look free. You shouldn't look, your drawing shouldn't look contrived. Okay, that turns like that. Okay. So now, light coming from here, there will be shadow here, right? So the nose comes up here, the bridge. That's the bridge. Huh? The nose goes like that, comes like that, and goes like that. Okay, we won't go into. So, there is going to be shadow, there is going to be shadow here. I carefully see, I'm bringing it out like that. This part is going to be having the highest peak. Huh? These are forms. So I am trying to create a eye movement where you see form. Okay. There will be a small depth out here that we will do when we go to do the nose and lips and things like that. We'll go into that. Huh? For now, we'll just concentrate on this. That's a trick that you do to get the slanting right. Like as you're moving, the slanting might not come out right. We'll apply a little bit of mascara to it. Without that, the eyelashes won't be that dense. There are false eyelashes nowadays. Not nowadays, for quite some time, yes. See the difference? That is gray, this is black. Okay? Uh, so the recording is there. It will take about it will take about half an hour, 1 hour for YouTube to publish it. But I'll
Okay.
send you the link. After 1 hour, you can see the link. When you're free, you can start on this. We'll have the next class when I come back. 15th, 16th evening, I'll be having classes.
Okay.
16th would be 16th is Sunday. So 16th morning, I'll be going to church. Let me see. Sunday, Saturday, you can't. No, you will be having your child at home. Yeah.
Disturbance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we won't call it disturbance, your responsibility, we'll call it.
Mm.
Okay.
No, 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 for the class, not for me.
Okay. Mm, okay. 13, 14, 15. So 17th, Monday, we'll have a class?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Monday, we'll have a class. By then, you practice this. You can post it on WhatsApp. Uh, we have a group called, no, like whenever we conduct a workshop, that group that you were in, we have a, like, let me send you, I'll ask the administrator, Mr. Ramachandran is the administrator, I'll ask the administrator to include your name in that group, shall I?
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
I can
Sure.
see what we are doing. Okay?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma. I hope this was interesting and useful.
Too much interesting because I practiced more times Thai,
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't know all these techniques.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. These are purely academic techniques,
Yeah, yeah.
purely academic techniques. Okay, okay, ma. So see you next week.
Yeah, yeah. Can I take the screenshot of this?
Just a second, what happened?
Sorry.
No, no, something happened. Somehow this suddenly became small. Okay, yes, you can now. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Taken?
Yeah, taken.
Okay. So I'll switch off the recording. I'll send you